Hello folks, this is Priyanshu and I'll be taking you throughout the website and what are the functionalities which we have provided. The whole website's idea was to create a blood bank system which is much more easier for a non-technical person to use it for requesting blood and for donating as well. Upon logging onto the website, it won't just redirect you to login, it will showcase what requirements you have. Either are you requesting blood or you are wanting to become a donor. So on the very first end, if you are a patient and you wanted to check if we have the blood of a particular type which you're looking for or not, you are going to the select from the category. Up here we selected A negative, and as you can see it showed 0 units. So the whole website has been created in such a way that if we have any available units of that particular blood group, it's going to showcase on the very first end. Later down, it's just going to reflect your search and upcoming activities. It also showcases the type of donations which you can do or request from the website. Later down, every donation requires eligibility. What are the eligibility criteria for one person to become a donor, and what are the necessary documents which one would require before donating their blood. Later going down the website, it also showcases the upcoming blood banks which has been uploaded by the super admins. It's a whole group project, so the idea of blood donation banks can only be submitted by super admins, so no other admins who are overlooking the blood camps can just post the blood banks. Here we have gone through four categories or four modules, I would say, which is one being a patient. As you saw it on the very first thing, you're going to request blood. So if you wanted to request blood, you are just going to head on the very first top bottom like corner of it, requesting blood. You are going to fill out all the necessary docs, and the super admin is going to verify all the requirements which you have submitted for blood, keeping in mind what urgency level you have, so that nobody misuses the blood which was donated by the other donors. The second module which our website indicates is being a donor. Up here, as you can see, it also have a similar kind of form where it's going to ask you for your credentials. Note that you can't reuse the credentials since it's a very sensitive topic. It's gonna redirect you to the super admin panel, or super admin panel will verify if the donor is legitimate or not, so no misuse has been occurred. Up here on the very left hand side of the super admin panel, as you can see, we have quite a few options or powers the super admin has, which is the blood which has been issued, the blood groups, the blood request, the units, the camps, the donors, and the patient information as well. Up here we have selected the donor. So let's say you fill out the form, it will send a query up, like query form up to the super admin. Upon verifying the information, if all the check marks has been completely satisfied, the super admin has the power to either approve your application as a donor or to suspend it. The same goes with patients too. If the patient who was requesting blood is legitimate or not, or what kind of request they are, keeping in mind the urgency, the super admin can elevate the level and recontact you, keeping in mind what urgency level you have, as I said before. Blood banks, as the super admin has the power, as I said before, is gonna create the blood banks and uh, get the new blood banking, I would say, events get rolling for more donations to have. The thing up here is with blood is that if it's been expired or it's past the issue date, it's gonna show the expiration date and when it's next available. So up here, as you can see, quite a few like entries are shown in red. Those are the expired ones. So the expired ones are going to be discarded and it won't be showcased up on the very general website, so we can have a very hygienic blood rotation, keeping in mind that no blood which is expired has been marked down. The donors upon donor panel will also shows uh, when are they gonna when are they eligible to donate the blood again. S- Keeping in mind, if you're a patient or a donor, upon verification you will be dragged or redirected to that particular panel of yours. If the credential don't match which you already posted, it's gonna throw you an error. With the password, we have kept the security in mind and have tried enforcing a strong password with all the different categories. This is the donor panel, and it's gonna show the history of the donor on the total bloods which that particular individual have donated. As you can see, the total donation shows one donation, the last donation date, and the next eligible donation. It's also gonna show you all the available blood units at the very bottom of it. So uh, keeping that in mind, we have also went up with the um, profile of the donor as well, on if they them wanna change the profile of theirs, it can be done through the donor panel in itself. So we just saw that how the donor panel would look like, but a question might arise that how would you check whether or not the blood which has been donated by the donor is uh, is passing the bar or not, if it doesn't have any HIV or not. So the admins who are selected by the super admins will have their credentials logged in just the way we do it with donor and the patient, and they are going to have their own different dashboard. So this is our third panel which we have created for the blood bank camps admins. They're going to check the results from the labs and are going to fill in the information of a particular donor which is going to show up in their panel. Upon every result being negative, giving it a thumbs up, it's going to reflect onto the main website.
After the logging, after logging in his or her login credentials, they will be able to see their active request, total request, and what's the status of their last request. Additionally to that, I will explain you the flow of how the patient blood requests are done. So once the patient's request for a blood unit, the admin and the super admin will be able to see the request over here, and once they click to get the information for the request, they will be able to see the available units over here, and if there is any unit reserved or not. So if there is any available unit over here, they can just click on the reserve icon over here, that will be popping up over here, and with and that unit will be just quarantined. So taking this example, one unit was quarantined for this patient, so that's why this current status of the blood bag id is quarantined right now. And once the patient comes to collect the blood unit, the admin or the staff admin or staff or the super admin will just click the issue blood icon, and they will just fill up this little form there, where they are asking if the match is passed or not, and if they have paid the particular amount or not. And once they have paid the amount, the blood issues option will show the all of the informations over here. So this is all about the how the patient flow works. Additionally to that, I will just give you a little bit just on how the staff and the super admin have the different features. So the super admin has all of the features, that is blood groups, blood issues, blood requests, blood units. If there are setting up any camps, then they can just add the camps over here, cities. If they want to add more cities or states, donors, they will just get the information of all the donors that they have, the patients all they have, the reserved units they have, and the users they have. Now coming to the roles of admins or the staff. So so comparing to the super admin, the staff or the admins only have particular features available, that is blood issues or blood request or blood units, patients, and the reserve units. So yeah, that is all about our website. To summarize, the complete flow of donor first registers and is approved by administrator. After the donor gives blood, the collected unit is into the inventory and tested. If the results are safe, the unit becomes ready for issue. At the same time, a patient registers by submitting a blood request. The administrator reviews the request, finds a safe and compatible blood unit and reserves it, completes crossing matching, and finally issues the blood to the patient. So, throughout the process, the system updates the status of the donor, blood unit reservation, patient request, and payment records. Therefore, the blood bank management system provides a complete and controlled workflow from donor registration to final delivery of safe blood to a patient. Thank you.